everybody.
Hello.
Hopefully
Amazing, you were early.
I know. Long way. Which is ironic because I'm feeling so drained of energy. I thought we were going to be late tonight, but we're here. We're online. Hopefully everyone can hear us and see us, but do shout if you cannot.
Pete's been putting all his energy into growing that fantastic beard. Look at it, it's getting bigger and bigger.
I mean, the great thing is, the less you do, the easier it is to grow. Just do nothing to it. Ow! Keep putting on my... Right, let's go around there. Looks stupid.
Oh, yeah, is mine alright? Because I always do mine wrong, don't I?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Right, okay.
I think you're right. Hopefully everyone can see us and hear us and everything. Rob the
Sound is fine, excellent. Unlike us.
Hello, lovely.
Don't worry, Rob, we can screw it up later.
Yes, so we are here tonight to show off all the new stuff. I've got the Knives of the Crone, Knives of Crone, and I'm taking them with Blazing Assault and Countdown to Cataclysm because I figured they need as much help as they could possibly get.
I say new hotness. I'm playing the Realmstone. I don't know what it's called.
Realmstone Raiders.
Realmstone Relics. Realmstone Raiders, and for my sins, try and get with Brethren of the Bolt.
And what decks have you paired with the Realmstone Raiders?
I have gone for Emberstone Sentinel, so all the stones. They're going to be properly stoned.
You've got the minerals. So, hello, John Cha-Cha-Cha is in as well. So, I'm expecting this to go terribly for me because these girls need some good dice, and we all know my history on dice.
Yeah.
So
that's my only saving grace, really.
I'm coming into this just expecting to do terribly.
I played 2 games with these, not with the Realmstone. I played 2 games with the club last week, and the first game, the dice were very much in my favour. And
not with the girls, by the way, because obviously they're not out
with the Brethren, and I won. And in the second game, they were very much not in my favour, and I lost.
As you were annihilated.
I was literally annihilated, yes. It was a bruising half hour.
So we'll quickly run through. Do you want to run through your abilities for anyone who hasn't seen them before?
Well, they all start inspired.
Ooh.
That's why I've picked them. That's why I picked them, because they all start inspired, so they start quite accurate.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get some accurate attacks. Get into the deck and start scoring. Unfortunately, I'm not sure I've got the right cards to do that. But anyway, that's one problem.
You've got a few guys that have got 3 hammers to start.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 of them start on 3 swords, but he goes right down to 2 from 3 hammers on both attacks to 2 swords.
Wow,
which is mega shite.
Right.
So, but they can be re-inspired if you because you can. They have another thing where you can conduct through fighters. So, if a range 1 fighter can attack. So if you were there. And there you can take this range 1 attack through him and conduct through him. And
we were discussing this just before we came on, but we don't think if you've got a fighter here and a fighter here that you could attack someone here with that person because they would be blocked. Line of sight is blocked.
Although he could just turn around and go, "He's here, Gerald. Shoot me, shoot through me, Gerald. Shoot through me." And then if Gerald was uninspired, then and he shot through him, then he would inspire him. So that's how they re-inspire. So you could do with some new. You could do with some like move shenanigans and push shenanigans to get them in the right positions, and I don't really have that because I'm playing the Realmstone. What do you call it, deck?
So
but we'll see how it goes.
All the Realmstone cards to have yourself a chance.
Yes, I have got all of the Realmstone cards. I have got a 24 card power deck because I kind of figure I've taken all 6 of each, and then I thought I'd try and cycle through the deck. And I just couldn't decide what to cut. So I thought, well, I have, it's all experimenting at this stage. I'll try it with 24 and see if it works. I suspect the ratios of the Emberstone cards to normal cards won't be high enough.
Yeah.
But we'll see how we go. But it's really weird. It's things like you're playing Emberstone Sentinels deck, you always pick the one where you can, if you're on objectives, you can draw a card.
Yeah.
But you don't want to draw a card.
No, that's true.
You want to try and avoid drawing cards at all costs. Because you want to cycle through and not draw. So I don't want to lose any roll-offs. And then the other curious thing, as we were talking about, I should mention, is that I had to redraw my cards when we were playing, and I think I'd drawn 4 Emberstone cards. I thought, well, I'll get rid of those.
You definitely don't want.
I don't want those in my hand. I want them in my deck because that's how you score the objectives. And then I drew 4 upgrades. So I've got shite in there.
Good.
Anyway, sorry, I was telling you about my abilities. Was nice. So that's the holy capacitors in the inspiring condition.
Holy capacitors.
And then every turn I can choose an ability which I can use as long as I've got 2 fighters or more alive. So it's called a fulminating hymn. And I can either do a charged aura, which means friendly fighters cannot be flanked. Reckless abandon. Each time a friendly fighter would be given a charge token, you can inflict 1 damage on that fighter and instead give them a charge token. Or faithful dynamos.
Instead, give them a charge token.
Sorry, instead of giving them a charge token. Sorry. Yeah, you can inflict down 1 damage instead of giving them a charge token. Faithful dynamos basically gives their weapons stagger. So in the early game, I tend to give them stagger, and then in the late game, I tend to forget to use it entirely. And then they've got 3 one-shot abilities. They've got Crackling Burst, which means you can basically make a move with a fighter. Heaven's Charge enables you to, if I've got an Inspire fighter, I can uninspire him and deal 1 damage to an adjacent enemy. Nice. And it's not restricted to vulnerable fighters, so I can ping fighter off the board with that.
Damn.
And then Coruscating Revival, I can use it after an action step. Take a friendly fighter that was conducting during that step, and I can heal that fighter. So that's quite useful.
I get that. And I'll talk through that as we play it, but I think people know mostly how these go to work. But I roll on a table at the beginning of each turn, and then I roll whenever I make a successful attack. So I'll pretty much roll it once per round. Mark, Slippy and Tievs, welcome aboard.
And you have to remember to use the thing that you roll, because that's the difficult bit for that.
Yeah, if you get a re-roll or a crit grievous or something.
It's particularly tricky with the attacking one. Or not sorry, the attacking, the defensive one, because it's like you might get it at the start of the game, and then I move on to an objective or something.
Yeah.
And then 3 turns later, you've forgotten.
So we are ready to rock and or roll. So I on the board, place them like this.
Yep.
I don't know if that's good or not, but I figured the block texts might help.
Yeah, I was quite annoyed with you for that.
And then we place the objectives like so. Models are all on the board as always, because I just can't remember any of the names. And let's crash on with round 1. As always, if you've got any questions about the game, the warband, the cards, anything, just shout and we will answer.
Yeah, we'll endeavour to answer.
We'll try.
I've got the Realmstone raise. I go through that as when it first happens. And basically, when I have a successful attack, then I can raid my power deck.
Right, so on a roll, I get a hammer.
You keep rolling the hammers tonight.
A hammer. Robin's reroll is a
crit.
Of course it is. Hammer.
That's like 3 hammers in a row you've rolled, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Right, so I get to draw another card. Oh, we haven't shown your card, so let's do that. So I've just drawn this jobby. And I'll show you the rest of my cards. So these are all the rest of my cards. It's on my list to create a little thing that we can then put these down so that you can see them much easier, but I refer everybody to my earlier comment about having 0 energy at the minute. No energy. So those are all my cards. Once you've had a small kit, would you like to show off your cards?
Alright, thank you.
No, I would like to not.
See, I've got lots of energy. 1, 2, let's do it.
I've just got no energy. I just don't know what to do. You know why I'm rolling lots of hammers earlier? Because I want to roll lots of hammers later, and I won't now.
You've got to roll. When do you roll?
I roll immediately after a friendly fighter's successful attack, or at the start of the first action step in each battle round. So you're going first.
Yeah, well actually I'm not going to go first.
Slippy asked what decks I'm playing. I'm playing Blazing Asphalt and Countdowns to Cataclysms.
And I'm playing the Stones, Emberstone with Realmstone.
I picked these because I figured these girls need all the help they can get. So, I'm going first, am I?
Yeah, you'll probably charge and kill him now and I'm upset.
So, first thing I do is I roll on my Ritual of Prophecy. Ooh, I've got 2. Ooh. So I've got a re-roll on my defence because I've got 2 single swists. And then I've got
your objective.
A crit hammer, so I can look at my top objective, but I can't inspire anybody. What is my top objective? Ooh.
Show it off or not?
That's a good point. So this is my top objective right now. My Rob is going to have a look at it. I don't know where to keep that one.
That's not objective, it's red. And then I remembered it.
I'll leave it on the top for... no, I'll put it on the bottom. Put it at the bottom. Right. My first turn today. Wasn't so long ago, I don't know. Right, I'm going to charge.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
With Crichton. 1, 2 to there. Bird Lady Peck. So she is my 4 swords.
4 sword lady.
Fighter. 4 swords and 7 years ago. So how many defense is that one? That's Jacob.
Jacob is 1 shield.
1 shield.
1 shield.
I will keep things as they are then for now. There we go. 3 swords. Whoa. 1 crit. There we go.
It begins.
Would have rolled a lot of crits. I'll shove you to there and I'll stagger you.
Okay. You can't stagger me, I roll a crit. That's not how it works.
And then I will do... but I do score, get stuck in... Oh, and... No, just get stuck in. Because I score immediately after friendly fighter's attack if the target was in enemy territory.
Oh,
For me, and I draw this card. I say, I had to get rid of that other card from the top. That was actually quite handy being able to see that card. Interesting.
So it is a useful thing, and it wasn't useful when I played.
Because you never rolled any hunters.
Well, I rolled them, and then it was a card I didn't particularly want. I put it on the thing, and then the next card was Annihilation.
That's true. Oh, you have nothing doing the power steps though.
Okay. Who should I smash?
Who should I smash what with? What should I smash him with?
I have nothing in the power step either. So I'm going to charge to there. Indeed. That's 3 swords, 2 damage. Oh, sorry, I have to do my fulminating him, and I will pick friendly fighters weapons have stagger.
You are fulminating him, are you?
Yes, I'm fulminating him.
Might be fulminating her in a minute.
And it's 3 swords, 2 damage.
This is Jacob again, attacking Crichton.
Yep.
A crit.
Get a crit.
A powerful crit. I get a dodge, and I've got a reroll on that dodge.
You have.
And I will reroll that dodge. Awesome. Rerolls on dodges, not great. So how much damage is that?
2.
Ouch.
So he's now uninspired.
Do you want to drive Crichton back?
I do, definitely. I say definitely. Yeah, I will.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Definitely, maybe, possibly not.
Yeah, it's a bit like that. Okay, so it's one of those things I quite like to leave you there so I can shoot through you into there. But if I leave you there, you'll get assists, and he's already staggered, so it's not looking very good for him. So I will push you back. I've got various things I want to do, so I'm going to reveal. Raid, sorry, not
yes.
reveal. Reveal the top card of my power deck. That card is raided. If it's an Emberstone card, I can put that card back on top. I have to do it for the number of times equal to the bounty characteristic, which is your bounty characteristic is 2.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I can do it first time.
First time, and you do reveal it, so you could check.
It's Keen Eye.
Check boys and girls.
Keen Eye, boys and girls.
Awesome. That's exactly what you don't want.
So that has to go to the bottom.
To the bottom with you.
And then the next card is bloody Nora. It's great speed.
Awesome. That's what you want.
Great speed. So we might as well talk it through. I have the card in my hand, which is if I roll an Emberstone, upgrade or ploy, and I do a 3 sword attack or 3 dice attack, I score it. Well, unfortunately, I've raided and not either of them are Emberstone cards. So that basically attack from an objective point of view was entirely useless. Whiffed.
TF says that the new warband does look great on the ball, very dynamic poses. I'm not sure they're that dynamic, to be honest. I mean,
She's quite dynamic. Bad. I think, what's she called? I keep calling her Kryta, but she's not Kryta.
Kaena
is better in the flesh than she is in the picture. And she's not actually flesh, obviously she's plastic. But I think the model is better. I have broken the sword as well, but it's I think it's a better model. But he, as you keep saying, she looks like Angus
Young strutting across the stage.
And he's quite nice, but he would fit very nicely in
into a rank and file AOS unit.
Yeah, or I was going to say Hexbane.
Yes, yeah.
But that's no bad thing. But yeah, they're not my favourite models.
No. Right, so after your raiding, then it's the power step.
Yeah, I'm really pleased. So that went really well. That was an example of it going really well. Oh, but then I have something to do after my action step, which is my Heaven's Charge. No, not Heaven's Charge, sorry.
Heavens to Betsy.
Crackling Burst. And I can cracklingly burst onto there.
So what's that?
That's just basically, it's a move.
Alright, so when your abilities.
Yeah, that's what that's done now.
Crackling.
Oh, you are now staggered as well. Because
yes, because your attack has stagger.
Yeah.
How very rude. Okay. What am I going to do? I'm not going to do that.
Ahoy, fellas. Ahoy, D-Fresh. John Grant says hello. Hello, John.
How much damage is Big Blokey over here? Because he's got 3 wounds, hasn't he?
The big blokey has 3, yes, and the really big, the 2 blokies has 5. Peter Phileas has 5. And they're 2, 2, 1, 1, 1.
2, 2, 1, 1, diddly diddly lum. Oh, I don't know what I want to do here. I'm just going to do. Right, I've got nothing to do in the power step. My second go. I am going to charge with my boss 1, 2 to there. So I attempt to mess you up by playing Savage Blows to get surrounded as counts as successes and determined effort to get an extra dice.
Okay, that is messing me up. So you basically, I'm only down to dodges now as well. Poor old Jacob.
Yes. So she's 2 hammers normally, so I get an extra hammer, so I'm 3 hammers. I get a re-roll and double assists also, or surrounded also counts as successes.
Wow.
So it comes with a single assist and swords.
I've seen this film before.
So 1 double assist is a success, and I can re-roll 1. A sword. Okay, now. Jesus. Fucking dice.
If I have to roll a dodge.
So I've rolled a single, a double, and a sword at the moment. That matters at least.
Okay, you've got branching faith.
Yes. So a dodge for you.
No! So he's dead, is he?
2 damage.
He's dead.
I gain the glory for killing him.
And you get to use your ability.
So she doesn't inspire straight away. Oh, no. That would be too good. She doesn't inspire, but what I do now is I roll 4 dice on my Rituals of Prophecy again. So what do I get? I got 2 hammers.
She's inspired. Okay, well you're already doing better than I did. We played.
So my boss is inspired, and I can look at my top card on my objectives deck, and it's that one. And I will leave that on the top there because I know I'm about to score something. I'm about to score Branching Fate. Because I rolled 3 different results on me dice. I get another glory for that. 3. And I will draw this card, which is the one I knew I was going to get. So I'll pick that one up now. And then in the power step, I'm going to play Illusory Fighter.
Ooh.
I'm going to get
out of dodge.
Duke out of there. I mean, I don't want to go too far though. If I go to here, you can still get there, but not as easily. Because Pater Filiaris only moves 3, doesn't he? And to be able to attack me, you've got to stand there to do it. You can't do it from there. Oh, goodness gracious.
Indeed. This is painful.
I think out of the 2 of us, you've got the worst combination. I do think the warband mildly ekes out the deck. The deck is much worse.
Okay, I'm not sure I picked the right one. I don't know what the right warband is. What guy? I mean, we've talked about Moloch, we've talked about Morgox. What warband do you guys think? Iron Souls maybe. But what? Yes, you could take on. You could take Iron Souls, but as somebody's already proved, Iron Souls with with Blazing Assault and not Cataclysm, Edge of the Knife is brutal.
Yeah. Maybe it's just Iron Souls are good.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can cycle through. I don't know. I'll have to look at Iron Souls. I quite like Iron Souls, and maybe I should play that. I keep thinking of getting some blank Iron Souls and painting them up, but I haven't.
You should get. Oh, we've got the models from Scaling Tides. You've got those 3 scary looking Stormcast dudes. Could you not paint them up, and they could possibly.
Slippy's already seeing the use of Foretold Wisdom. Yeah, you're right, Slippy. I mean, I think in some of our test games I may have forgotten. But you've used it, I think, almost twice as many times as I used it.
Yeah, in a whole game.
Games,
you do have to hit, and you've got to roll the right things.
Yeah.
So if you just keep getting single assists or swords, then it's much worse.
Right, let's throw caution to the wind.
What does Poor Caution do?
I'm going to charge.
Charge. You have any go at Bird Lady?
Yeah, 3 hammers, 2 damage.
Keep
With a reroll as well, isn't it? Because you were Stagard.
Oh, yes. 3 hammers, 2 hammers, and a. Bloody hell, man. Is that 2 damage?
Yeah.
So she are dead.
And he is uninspired, which is awkward.
So you get 2.
I can't inspire
2
very
glory. 2 glory for you.
Yeah. 2 glory. That's exciting. And I get to pick some cards.
Slippy says he sends a mass show and comes up around 70% of the time. It has the same odds as rolling assists. No, yes, it has the same odds as rolling assists. So, yeah, it can't be 70%.
Sorry, what does?
Rolling hammers. Rolling at least 2 hammers.
Yeah, but you've got other options, haven't you?
Yes, yeah.
You've got the crit option and the rolling multiples option.
But whatever it is, I mean, John Gronk's just said it's 37.5%.
Oh, okay.
I think that's still just rolling the hammers, I don't know, but...
Yeah, they do have some tasty attack profiles, but now he's uninspired, he's awful. And I've done what I did in the other game, which is he's out of position and killed the thing that he was near, so I've got almost no chance of inspiring him. So, bugger. Yes. And I've used the move to get onto there, which might be a mistake. Well, is a mistake, in fact.
There's no mind about
But
this.
I can now draw 2 cards, and if neither of these are Embergard cards, I'm going home.
Well, if
And that's the end of the stream.
then, you know.
Okay, and the first one is... it was 2 glory now, yes it was.
Yes.
It's an Emberstone ploy!
What is it?
Very exciting. It's a pick an enemy fighter, give that fighter a stagger token. So I could play it, or I can put it on the bottom, or indeed the top.
But as you've got the card which is score an objective,
Yes,
you
I
play
can
something.
score a sure bet to score this immediately after raiding an Emberstone card or melee attack after a melee attack if it contains 3 or more attack dice. That's scored. You can equip this upgrade immediately. Sorry, I can play the ploy immediately after it was raided. I kind of feel like it's a bit early for that.
Just to stagger someone at this stage, possibly.
Yeah.
And you put it back on the top.
Yeah, then I could draw it again. And you know what I'll do if I do that? I'll get the card which is do 2 different ones.
Yeah.
That's inevitable.
Yes.
But I will leave it there.
Yeah, because if you've got any of the ones which is just raid a certain number of Emberstone cards. Although, do you want to leave there because you've got to do a second one? Because I was too.
Oh yes.
bounty.
Okay. Yes. Oh, you're right. I'll put it. Shall I? Actually, you know what? I'm going to play it.
You're going to play it?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to play it because
Odds are plummeting on drawing another.
Yeah, I know, but it's quite a lot of attacks to get all the way to the bottom of the deck.
That's true.
So
that's true.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to stagger this one here.
Stagger Angus Young.
Yeah. And then the next one is another Emberstone ploy. It's intoxicated with rage. Pick a friendly fighter that has no move and or charge tokens. Give them a guard token. I'm not going to play that one. I'm going to put that one to the bottom.
It's going to the bottom.
Or should I have done that? No.
I don't really know.
No, I'm not going to play that.
Right, so now we're into the power stack.
Yes. And I can get a new objective, and I can't score it right away. I think I've scored that. We need to question that later.
Okay.
There'd be a question mark.
I'm going to put sharpened points onto Angus.
Should put him on guard. The sharpened point is cleave, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
good Embergard. I've just tried. I didn't actually do anything, but it doesn't matter. I'll let you off.
Do you want to do anything?
Maybe.
Well, what do you think? I'm going to put sharpen points onto the anxious.
Okay. I'm going to put Great Fortitude onto Galvic.
That's that bloke there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I know the maths feels low when John says it's 37.5%, but you've got to remember that whatever it is for rolling hammers, it's got to be exactly the same for rolling assists because it's the same number of faces.
I see what you mean. I'm with you now.
What?
I didn't understand what you meant by it. You said it's the same as assists, but now
you understand.
Now I'm with you.
Are you with me?
Do I want to put Great Fortitude on?
Great Scott.
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. I don't think I've got anything else.
Okay.
So my third go, I shall charge with Angus Young. 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Angus Young.
Oh, that's my Angus Young impression because he's always trouble.
That great speed would have been useful.
2 hammers, 2 damage, and I've got club. 1 hammer.
1 hammer, sorry.
1 hammer.
You've got cleave.
Got cleave. So you need crits. Here come the crits.
Defense dice. Not an attack dice, I mean. No.
2 damage then.
2.
And I will push you to there. Okay. And I can roll on my table again because I made a successful attack. So, what do I get? Hammers would be nice. Hammer and a crit. Ooh, so I've got a crit, a sword, a hammer and an assist. So I can pretty much pick one thing to do. Ooh. I think I'm going to have to pick the hammers to inspire. So Tazari has inspired. I think I've inspired about 100% more of my fighters than you managed in any of our games.
Yeah.
And I can look at the top card on my deck. What is that top card? Shall we have a look? Oh, I should put that card to the bottom of my deck, Mr. Frodo.
Proving handy.
It is proving very handy. That's the kind of card you pick up around to go, fuck. And then onto the steppings of the powers. I have nothing to do. I think I forgot to score an objective. I'm a silly man.
Maybe you can score if you want.
Well, it's collateral damage.
Oh, okay. When he died, yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
Thank you. Completely forgot about that. No, in fact, I can't score it.
Okay.
Because if I had scored it, I would have then picked up that card that I've now put on the bottom. And I'd rather not.
Can't score it. I'm going to play Healing Potion.
Healing Potion.
I'm not the underdog though, aren't I, sadly?
You.
I think I still need to play it, just in case.
Go for it. I've got nothing.
Okay, just checking what I've got here.
See, had I been more competent and scored that objective that I should have scored, I'd have a shitty card in my hand better now.
You'd be the underdog as well. I'd be the underdog. I could have made you heal better.
Oh yeah. Sucks to be you. My ineptitude may win me the game.
I'm going to move to here.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, that's my third, isn't it?
Yep.
No power.
I have no power here. So is everybody on shield still? No. Crazy bloke.
Tazat here is on dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
Arcus on shields.
I'm going to put hurled weapon onto
Hurled.
asphalt.
Okay.
Hurled weapon. And then my last go, I'm going to charge with him.
Is your ability? I presume it can't just be. It must be all weapon attacks. Can't just be. It's not like mine, which is only melee attacks. It has to be all attacks, otherwise he'd never be able to inspire.
He does have a.
He does.
Attack.
But, okay.
It just says after friendly fire successful attack though. So
yeah.
But yeah, realise that you can't use your ranged attacks, which could be quite useful normally to do your raiding, which is a bit shit. Right, so I'm going to charge on my fourth go with Asphalt. 1, 2, 3. Well, he's only range 1 at the minute, isn't he? So 4 to there. Twang twang. And I shall twang-a-lang that guy. Who's that? Arcus. This Arcus Malarcus. So I'm going to use this held weapon because 2 hammers is better than 3 swords. And I've got Crit Clave. Crit, hammer and a crit.
Okay, can't stop that.
Oh, 1 damage. Only 1 damage with held weapon.
Okay.
I will push you off the objective and I do score critical effort.
Nice.
So I'm going to score critical effort, but before I draw, I'm going to roll on my table.
Oh yeah.
What does my table tell me? Hammers, please. Crit hammer and double assist. So I've got reroll and an inspire. This table's done me much better than it has you.
Yeah.
So the crit and the hammer means I can inspire Asphalt, and I can then look at the top card on my objective deck. I will leave that there, and then I will draw it. So that's what I picked up. And I also have a defensive Wool. Quite annoyed that Crichton's dead because she was my 4-sword fighter.
Yes.
But such is life. I've got to 4, I believe.
Okay.
And it's over to you.
I've got no power.
Nope, same here.
For my 4th, I will just move her onto there.
Just move.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough range for attacks.
No.
Okay.
Me too.
Right. End of the round. I went first. I have scored Keep of Chopping for 1. And that's it.
Okay.
So I'm going to put Brawler onto my boss, so she can't be flanked or surrounded. And then
There's any danger in me flanking or surrounding. Certainly not surrounding you.
probably not.
I suppose if you came here, maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah. It means I can do that now without having to worry about you making my attacks worse.
True.
I'm going to keep these 2, so I'm going to draw 1 objective and 5 power cards.
Okay. I've scored Hoarder's Hovel. Score this in end phase if any friendly fighters are holding a treasure token that has a value equal to the fighter's bounty characteristic. 1 there.
Nice. It's a nice one to have when you've got lots of varying things. And it's 2 glory as well.
Yes. And I think I've scored, this is my debate, Realmstone Raid. Score this in end phase if you raided 3 or more times, or I raided 4 times, after different friendly fighters attack this battleground. Well, 2 different fighters raided, so I think I scored that.
Yeah, I think you have.
So it means you can't just score it with...
It means 2 different fighters have to attack.
Yeah.
The first fight could raid 2 Realmstone.
Yeah.
And the other guy could do 2, or one guy could do 3 and the other guy could do 1 or something like that. But you have made 2 attacks, 2 different fighters.
When I first read it, I read it as 3 fighters. Yeah. That isn't what it says. Score this immediately. Score this in an end phase if you raided 3 or more times after different friendly fighters attacked this battleground.
Also, they don't have to be Realmstone things.
No, you just have to literally.
You just got to raid.
Yeah, so it's quite good, that one.
Yeah.
So that's another 2. I think does that take me to 7?
It does. That deck's quite good. A bit broken.
Do I keep this card? Let's keep that one. Draw 2 new. Oh dear, 2 new ones.
Oh dear.
Oh, I forgot to put my power cards on. Sorry.
Oh, and at the end of the round, I moved my counter on 4. 3, 4.
I'm going to put. Oh, I don't know what to do now. I've lost a card. Where did that card go?
Which card?
I've lost a power card.
How do you manage? Not when you've played, is it?
Oh, I had a Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I imagined it. No, I'm sure I had a specific drink.
Is it on the floor, Grandad? Doesn't look like it.
That's weird. I'm sure I had the card. There's a card for. I don't know what it does now. It was a two. It was a 2 glory spend. Hang on a minute though. I didn't draw any cards, did I? So I can't.
Not yet.
I must have just imagined it. That's weird.
You did play one, remember?
Yeah, well, I played 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it was a. I did. No, I played a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've lost a card somewhere.
I don't know.
Sorry. Oh no, it's here. It's underneath my upgrades. Not upgrades. Objectives. Right. Okay, so definitely keeping that one.
Don't worry, we're trained professionals. We know what we're doing.
I can put both on. Slight risk. I'm going to put Brightstone Vigour and Great Strength onto Galvic.
Brightstone Vigour. Just realised your boss has 5 bloody wounds.
Yeah.
5?
And that's only 6. I'm going to put Quarter Power onto. I'll put it on Tazat.
That is that one.
Yeah.
Right. And then drawing up 2
and 5.
Just show
Possibly a mistake.
Here are cards the next round. Here are mine. These are my cards. There are many like them. These ones are mine. This is my rifle. That is my mum.
You're right there.
Quote as many lines from Full Metal Jacket as I can think. Been on a war movie kick recently. I watched Fury yesterday. Fury's a good film.
Watch what?
Fury.
Oh, okay.
It's Brad Pitt. World War II. It's a bit Brad Pittish in that, like.
Is that? It's all a bit Brad Pitt, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got your arms like.
Sort of. It's a good film, but Brad Pitt has a tendency to be a bit Brad Pitt about it.
Okay.
Oh, we've been fighting in a tank for weeks on end. Let me just go and splash some water on my face and look beautiful suddenly. Oh, fuck off.
Just like me.
Yeah. Something like that.
Just like me.
Right. Round 2. Time to roll.
Biddling.
You're a biddling. I get a crit.
Oh, I think you may go first.
Yes, because even if you get a crit, I'm the underdog.
Okay, well, I won't roll it. Not going to bother.
How did you got to draw a card?
It wasn't a Emberstone card.
And show it off.
In your face. Good one as well.
I guess I'll go first. Guess I'll bloody well go first then. Why? I would be remiss if I didn't just shoot somebody. Right. So he's got a wound left, hasn't he?
Yes.
He's taken 1 wound. I'll shoot at him, see if I can get him off the board.
Right.
So I'll use my hurled weapon again. 2 hammers. Oh, before that I get to roll. Before that I roll on my Rituals of Prophecy Master Voodoo.
Probably losing cards is a good analogy for Realmstone Raiders.
Double swords and a crit assist. So I've got my old crit Grievous, which I didn't want.
Or you can have whatever you want.
Well,
you've got the crit. You can use the crit to go with the swords and go whatever you like. Pick whatever you like.
Oh, what, to get through the kind, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not want to. I'm just saying you can.
I'll go with, because I can get the Foretold Protection and the Foretold Slaughter, so I might as well go with both
The
of those.
crit Grievous isn't only on melee attack, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Next time you pick a melee weapon. So, which is good because it means if I attack now with my ranged weapon, with my hurled weapon.
Assuming you remember.
Yes.
Which you won't.
No. Now, interestingly, Asphel is slightly better with his own ranged attack now.
Oh.
So 3 hammers, 1 damage on him.
Well, that is better.
Yes.
But no crit cleave.
No, but you're on shield, aren't you?
I am on shield.
I'll go with the 3 hammers. So here we blown well go then. Pow, pow, pow. 3 hammers onto Arcus there. 2 arrows.
I can do anything about that. Don't dodge.
Definitely can't do anything about that.
1 damage, 2 damage.
1 damage.
He's dead.
So I get glory for that. Oh, I score the perfect cut. but I've got to roll on my table before I do anything. Vision of blood! So I've got a second defense reroll, so I can reroll 2 defense dice now.
Is that how that works? I'm not sure. I don't think they stack.
It doesn't say they don't.
No, I'm not sure they do. It just says the next time.
The next time you make a save reroll, you can immediately reroll 1 save dice.
So maybe
So
you
now I have
can
2.
you roll 2. Can you roll 2 save dice?
Yeah.
For the next roll? But no, they don't stack for 2.
You can't reroll the same thing more than once.
No, and they don't stack for 2 different attacks, which is what I thought you were saying.
2 different attacks?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because it'll be on the first attack that comes up.
Yeah,
Just get
I
on
thought
that
you were
one.
saying you could do it on the
No,
next
no.
one.
That would be far
They-
too much. So I've scored the perfect cut, which puts
No,
me up
2
to
rerolls
6.
is pretty good. Although if you've only got 1 defense dice, it's not quite as good.
I'm going to draw my next card. Which is that one. Realmstone raises the perfect deck for playing rivals. So annoying. It is a little bit.
Perfect, yeah.
I mean, there might be some better decks to combine with it in Nemesis to help.
You think?
Not really, no.
It's awful. Right.
Awful. Right, and then the power step, I've actually got absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all, governor.
Shit. I haven't got the drawer anyway, so I mean, I've got the drawer, but I'm not.
Need to remember, I've got 2 rerolls.
Right.
Then I remember.
Oh, I'm going to play Raider's Rapture, which is when I reveal. Well, a Raider can reveal 1 additional card.
Oh, yes. Raider's Rapture. John Grant says just 2 thumbs up so far. Yes. Come on, give us some more likes. Now I've got 9 likes on here, John, unless you're talking about the deck rather than the number of likes on this
So I'm
video.
going to chart here.
Oh, Eck.
It's 3 hammers, 3 damage.
Yes.
And after a successful attack, if the damage characteristic of the weapon is greater than the save characteristic of the target, I can heal the attacker.
Yes.
Using the Rightstone Vigor, but then I have to discard the card.
Yes.
2 hammers.
So I've got 2 dodge with 2 rerolls.
Oh, I thought they were on 1. Never mind.
1 dodge. No, we're all inspired now.
Oh, okay, 1 crit.
The 1 crit in the shield, I'll reroll the shield. Oh, another crit. Double crit time.
Right. Might not have done that. I didn't realise she was inspired. Never mind. I'll play Settle In.
So you cannot be pushed.
Yeah, put them on guard.
Oh, it's a guard, is it? Yeah. Oh, Eck. Oh, I've got sharpened points. That's a bit better. Right.
Oh, Matt's in. Hello, Matt.
Hello, Matt. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Right, what am I doing? So on my second go then, so I've still got a crit Grievous to use, but I've used me foretold protectionings. So for my second go, I'm just going to wallop you from here with Tazari. There's 2 hammers, but I've got cleave and quick Grievous. Oh,
Can't have both.
Sorry?
Can't have both.
Oh no, sorry, I'll go with the cleave. Which is a shame because I rolled the crit. But it's crit and hammer, which you can't stop with 1 dice.
Shield.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Wish I'd gone with the Grievous with a Killjar. Bums.
Okay. Ice Squat and a Sailable.
Oh, yeah, boogers.
The objective.
Is perfect cut melee only? Well, it is. Oh, good point. But I can put the card back I know I had, and I'll take perfect cut back.
Okay. I hadn't ever noticed that. Good spot. I like you, Scott Hughes.
Never liked Scott. What a bastard. So I missed that
Scott.
attack. I passed
I
the
think
attack.
you're lovely.
I passed the attack at least, so I can roll on my table. Yeah, did you actually make a successful? No, you rolled a shield, didn't you?
Yeah, then.
So now I score the perfect cut because I cleave.
Ah, okay.
So now I score the perfect
Fair
cut,
enough.
and I get that card
Fair
back.
enough.
So screw you, Scott. Yes, sorry. I did just score it just now, John. I'm catching up. So I'm up to 6. And I've got a roll on my table because I made a successful attack. Yeah. So I get a dodge reroll. 1 defense reroll. I'm going to put that on here to try and remember. Well, in fact, no, I can't remember if I rolled 3 of the same there or not. Oh, I could choose. Thank you, John. I don't know if I want to, though, having just said that.
No, you've got 3 double assists.
I've got 3 double assists, so I could pick... I think I'm still going to go with the foretold protection, just for the protection of it.
Okey-dokey.
But yeah, that's it's easy to go, oh, I've got 2 of the same, and take one off and then go, oh, was that 3 of the same?
It's
or
really easy to do that.
power step there, I've got none.
We are.
Your next skill.
Okay.
Your second go, in fact. That's what I say to you. Pish. Pish and posh. John Chashar says he's done painting for the night, so what has he missed?
Charged there.
Some god awful rolls. Actually, the rolls,
Your
the
rolls
dice
have
have
been
been
good.
pretty good tonight for me.
Yeah, so you're nice.
And the Realmstone Raiders actually is sort of holding up for you at the minute in this one,
Yeah,
unlike
it's
all our
not-
tester
it's
games.
not going
It's not going to keep
It's not
going.
going to keep going because you're going to kill me. It's the
Oh,
deck.
great,
Actually,
sorry.
the deck is standing up. It's the
full
brethren
version.
mod.
It could be that you need like a Morgox
Yeah,
or someone's
so
hard.
2 hammers, 2
Hard.
damage.
Keep moving.
I've got a hammer. But you have got a reroll.
2 dodge with a reroll.
Okay.
I shall not reroll because I don't need to.
So I'm not inspired. I don't uninspire because it wasn't successful.
Which is good at least.
And I've got nothing.
Okay. I will put Dualist onto Tazari. It's over here, Angus Young. Anything for the oust?
No.
And that will be that for now, I think.
Okay.
And then on my third go, I will just smack in the trucks again. There's 2 hammers with cleave, 2 damage. A crit hammer! Chopped him up. And I will use my thingy to go onto there. It's quite prehensile. And I can now roll again
You can't.
on the table. The
Okay.
rituals of prophecy. Prophecy! Ooh,
Oh,
2
I've-
assists and 2 swords, so I've got each of the things.
I've
Foretold
scored Sally
slaughter.
4th because I'm on this objective.
Oh, nice. I've got foretold slaughter and foretold protection again. So you're up to 9. Oh, and I killed him. How much is that? 2.
Yes.
John's like, oh, are Knives and Realmstone Raiders any good? I might have to uncancel my cancelled order. I'm still not really in love with the ladies, I might have to say.
We put sharp reflexes onto Paterfilius.
Artifice. Yeah, I think you're right, John. I think it's equally bad. I'm going to put... what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4... I'm going to put Driven by Pain onto my lady, my boss lady.
Can't push it back.
Well, you can
Can't
do
push it,
here. Yeah.
Forgotten Fortune onto my boss.
I will also put... nothing else. Nothing else for me.
Good. Okay, I'm going to use Crackling Burst. Uses the powers to pick a friendly fighter. Oh no, not that one. Sorry, I put it on the wrong one. I've already used that one. Heaven's Charge. Use this immediately after your action step. Pick a friendly fighter, uninspire that fighter, and inflict 1 damage on an adjacent enemy fighter.
Zap me boss.
For 1.
Yeah. I have nothing to answer that with.
Okay.
Other than say rude.
And then for my third, I shall charge to there.
Yep.
Which I could there.
Yep.
And I'll shoot through her.
So both charged after this.
Yep.
Vite.
What do I actually want to do? I don't know. Oh, she's uninspired. Yeah.
Well, she'll inspire again, won't it, if you zap through her?
Where was I? Here.
We were there, I think.
No,
you were there.
Yeah.
Decisions. Bear in mind, she has Brawler, so she cannot be flanked or surrounded.
Okay. I'm actually, for my third, just going to put her on guard.
You can't,
Why?
because he hasn't charged yet.
No, sorry. No, okay, right. Right, I'm going to charge to there.
Okay. Using his range 3.
Using his range 3 through there.
Okay,
It's 2 swords, only 1 damage.
There's a crit.
Right, re-inspires her.
Yep. So I've got 2 dodge with a reroll. 1 dodge, that's all I need, isn't it?
Yeah, can I push you? I heal you. Well, you
If you push me, I'll heal me.
I won't bother then. Okay. After, so it's not successful. Okay.
So, power step, do you got something of anything?
No.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put. I'm going to put great strength onto my boss lady.
Okay.
Anything for y'all?
No.
And I'll put hidden aid on her as well. Okay. Gives me 8, which is a total glory. So for my 4th and final go, then I will charge with her. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Okay.
To there actually. Well, I shall punch your boss in the chops. So, in fact, I could go for the crit Grievous, but I'll go with that great strength just because of Grievous, because I think it's just better to have the reliable. So, 3 hammers, and you are flanked. Okay, 3 damage. Oh, Winter. Oh yeah, okay. If you do use the Willen affiliate link, once you get there, if you search for anything new,
It should take you.
you'll still be on the affiliation, so you can just do it that way. But thanks for pointing that out. I will update the link. So 3 hammers then onto you. Equipped. That is 3 damage. I will leave you there.
That was your last, was it?
That was my last go. And in the power step, oh no, I get a successful roll, so I will roll my dice. I can have what I like.
4.
And I like what
2
I have.
of what you like.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, I've already got the foretold slaughter,
No, you can have hammers and look at your
so I'll
objective.
go for the foretold protection, and I'll have the foretold wisdom to see what the top card is. What is the top card? I don't think it matters. Doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. This is what I had, boys and girls. In fact, I'm going to put that on the bottom. Oh yeah, Robin, you forgot to use your ability for the Brethren the whole game that gives you stagger.
I haven't hit this turn.
Have you not?
No.
Oh no, because you haven't done the rating, have you?
I haven't hit.
Good point.
Yeah, I haven't hit this time. It's not each attack. It has to be. They give them stagger, so I have to hit them.
Yes. That's a good point.
I forgot to pick which one I was going to use, but it probably would have been that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Increase the chance of hitting people, but.
So for my 4th. Indeed. I guess I'll try and hit it's only 2 swords. I'll try.
2 dodge and a reroll.
Oh, there's not much fucking else I can do, is there?
No, not really.
I mean, I can move to there. That'd be very exciting. Actually. Sorry, in the power step, I'm going to delve.
You delved it. Delving.
Well, then on my 4th, I am going to go on to there.
Delving. Okay. I mean, it does completely ruin my.
I don't know anything else.
My foretold what's it, so.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Right. So, before the end of the round, then I move this up.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick armor piercer on my boss, but I don't think I should do anything.
I'll move that 3, so I'm still in the 2 zone, and that does score me collateral damage.
Oh, okay.
Because I am just on the underdog side of things. I should have paid attention to that, because then I wouldn't have put that other card to the bottom. Never mind. So end phase, I went first, didn't I? I scored Weckers. Scores end phase if the number of damage or slain enemy fights is greater than my cataclysm value for 2. I scored loaded for Burr for another one. I want to 12. I will put Keen Eye onto me boss. And I'll keep this last card, so I'll draw 2 and 5.
Alrighty. Why did you leave me there?
So I can hit you next turn.
I think I've scored Supremacy.
Supremacy!
And Iron Grasp, because I'm holding all of the other things in that thing, so that's 5.
That might win you it. You're up to 14 now. I mean, I forgot about Supremacy, to be honest.
It's like, well, as long as he leaves me there, I'll be alright. And then you hit me and then didn't leave me there. I mean, I don't think I'm going to win, because I don't think I'm going to survive the rest of the game.
There is that.
So I am
Draw Robin. That's for you.
going really badly on the hitting things front. So I think I'm going to throw away Reckless Gambit, which means I've got to raid an Emberstone card for the second or subsequent time in the battle round. I'll probably keep that because I don't necessarily want to draw more cards. So I draw 3 and 4.
There's another problem where I don't want to get rid of this because I don't want to draw Emberstone cards. But also this card's dog shit and I don't want to keep it.
Well, I was almost in that position last time. I think, well, actually, do I want to put all of those upgrades on? Because they're not that good and there's a chance of
This is the last round's cards. I reckon you can still win this. Quite easily.
What was it? No.
12-14.
Because you've got Annihilation, so you've got to kill me and win.
Well, I've still got cards in the deck there.
Yeah, but you could kill me in 2 goes and then you just focus. Maybe.
You never know.
But you had many more. I mean, I didn't get everybody inspired in any of the games, I don't think.
No.
And you've really got the defensive roles working. I think you kept hitting, and I think I kept missing.
It's that thing that if the dice work for you...
It's a bit like playing the Jaws.
Yeah. If you get the dice, your opponent just sits there going, well, fuck my life.
They're a lot better than in any of the games. Today they played a lot better than any of the games where you play. Whether that's because these guys aren't very good.
I don't think that helps, to be brutally honest.
Because when you played... Did you play against me with the Jaws?
No, you played against me with the Jaws when I was
Sorry, that's what I meant, yeah. So every time you missed, I just have some damage.
Yeah. That game is on our Patreon.
Yeah.
And it's worth a watch, but spoilers. Jaws rip these girls to pieces.
Yeah. Right, I probably ought to read some of these guys. Right, okay.
Right, so we've got to roll. What do I get? I get swords. So... I'm underdogs. You need a crit to win. Anybody else? I would be surprised by that roll, but not you. So I pick up this card, And now you are going first, I assume?
I still think it's going to be prolonging the inevitable.
Probably.
The inevitable.
The inevitables. Inevitables.
So she's still a bit young. I think Crichton's taken damage.
Yeah. You killed her pretty quick because she only had one dodge. Only Ken's got damage now, yeah.
She got great fortitude on her?
No.
Okay, so in theory I can kill her.
3 damage attack.
Not very easy.
So you going first?
Yes.
I'm going to roll on my table. Of prophecy. 2 crits and 2 assists. So I'll go for the foretold protection and the foretold slaughter.
I'm going to give. I'm going to use my fulminating hymn to give me charged aura, which means it cannot be flanked.
Ooh.
But only while there's 2 of them alive, so you can kill one, then you can flank the other one.
Alright.
I'm going to start putting upgrades on, but I'm not allowed to do that yet.
You kind of have to have your go first.
So I had the domain, which meant I could draw extra ones, and I didn't hit.
You didn't hit at all.
No. But I mean, 2 dodge with a reroll is strong.
It's harder than you first think.
But in the games that we were playing, it was 1 dodge with a reroll, and that isn't strong.
Sometimes a reroll. When you remembered.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is that too. So what shall we do?
When you are far away. What a gay day.
I think I'll charge.
Charge.
1, 2, 3 to here.
1, 2, 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, I'll charge. 2 swords. 2 swords.
Oh dear.
I didn't really expect that to hit.
Oh dear.
In the power step, I will sidestep onto there.
Okay, I'm going to use Violent Blast.
Okay.
To move her to there.
Snagger.
Yep.
We're on guard, don't be cheating. I'm going to play Raider's Premonition. No, I'm not. I'm going to play Anger. Do we show off our cards?
Oh no, don't think we did. Yes, we did. Yes,
okay.
I did anyway.
I don't know if I did.
I think you did.
Okay. I'm going to play.
Shout in the comments if you didn't see Robin's card.
Angered Focus. Pick a friendly fighter holding a treasure token. It's friendly territory. They have to not have a move, charge, or stagger token. It's friendly territory. Because that card will be too useful. I don't want to stay there.
No, I know.
That card will be too useful.
Yeah.
To be anywhere on the board.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to put Agile onto my boss.
Okay.
Which gives me a roll on defense.
I'm going to play Healing Potions to remove the wound from Cairn of Vix.
There we go here.
Money.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I'm going to play, just because I can, Raider's Premonition. Pick an objective card from your hand and put it on the bottom of your objective deck, then draw 1 objective card.
Ooh.
Sure, get that
Which one are you putting to the bottom?
What do we have to do?
No, I mean you can show the building.
Oh, it's C. It's C. I'm going to put that one there. Invade.
I mean, I don't know what that means, so I'm just going to say...
Pick this one up. Ah! Ha ha ha!
You know, you need to show them.
Ha ha ha! Brilliant.
I'm going to play Leader of Battle. Shut that one there.
Alright. He's coming. I'm coming.
Anything for you?
Nope.
How many wins your boss got left?
2.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so I'll put Accurate onto Tazari.
Okay.
And then my first go, I'm going to charge with Tazari. 1, 2, 3 to there. Now I've sort of changed my plan halfway through, so this might go to shit now because I've moved the goalposts, but we'll see. So Tazari is 2 hammers with Accurate, which gives me a reroll, and I have Cleave. So I have Cleave mats.
Yeah, I'm just going to...
Just a shield, okay. So 2 hammers with a reroll. I won't use my Foretold Crit Grievous because I want the Cleave a bit better. Because I need to reroll. Reroll one of those. So far nothing. 1 hammer.
2 shields.
I rolling 2 dice.
He's got 2 defense dice. Oh, I've got a reroll as well.
He's only got 1 defense dice.
Yeah, he's got sharp reflexes on him.
He's got sharp reflexes.
And,
oh, okay.
and agile. It didn't
It
actually
was
do
all-
any good
It's all
whatsoever.
worth fuck all.
Yeah.
2 glory?
Yes.
I'm on to 14. Where are all the glory counters? Seriously, where are all the glory counters? Thank God. So up to 14. And I score nothing.
Okay.
That's what fucked me up. Oh, piss. Piss wings. I made a successful attack, so I can roll me 4 dice. And I've got... I can see an objective. What's that objective? It's that one. Yeah. I can't believe I did that. That was really fucking dumb of me. Right, past it. I've got Nout.
14 all.
It is.
I'm going to win though. Is anybody of yours doing 3 damage? Well, you have got a crit grievous, haven't you?
Yeah, no one does 3 damage off the bat, but I've got a Crit Grievous, and Ken Vix has got Great Strength, so she is doing 3 damage.
But then you can't use cleave.
No. But do you roll? You roll dodges, so
Yeah,
I don't
I
need
could
the
put it
cleave.
on, I could put it on guard.
That's true.
So for my second, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down to you.
That's very far away. Okay. Anything in your power step?
No.
Okay. My second go then. I'm going to charge with the boss lady and play Wings of War. I was very lucky to do
That's
that.
what it is.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she rolls 3 hammers normally. I get +1 dice because of keen eye. With 3 hammers. That's it. Oh, and you're flanked. Oh no, you can't be flanked, can you?
No,
Oh, no,
none
your
of my
ability doesn't count
yeah,
anymore.
it doesn't count. So, yeah.
So 4 hammers and single and flanked counts. There's 3 damage. Crit into hammer and a single.
Oh, she's doing it.
That glory.
Yep.
1 to 15. but in the power step I've got nothing. Anything for you?
No, I've got nothing out, so I'll just focus again. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
No,
I'll get rid of Too Close for Comfort and draw that one on my third go, and on my last go I don't think there's any point changing. So at the end there, I do indeed score Annihilation, Spread Havoc for 2, and Field's Blood for 1.
Wasn't that close? First a close match.
It was to start with, but the last one I had was Hounds of War, which was fun.
Yeah, it's interesting that. I don't know. I didn't enjoy that very much.
No, I can't say that I would have if I were you.
But it's fascinating how we had terrible going with the girls in our 4. We all did. We all had terrible goes. But maybe just these opponents aren't very. These aren't very good warband.
I don't think they're a good warband for Realmstone Raiders.
But who is? I mean, yeah, you're right. I think the problem is
Morlogs and Morgox are your.
The problem is they become. I want them to be good. I like the models; they're interesting, and I want them to be good. So I wanted to play them, but they're just not good. I got a little bit out of position, so I couldn't re-inspire anybody.
Yeah, that causes problems.
But you just kept killing. I got somebody in a position to re-inspire them. You just killed them, and then I don't know. It just the girls once they are inspired and they're on a 2 dodge, and you keep hitting, then you can keep getting the defense rerolls, and then it's really difficult to.
Yeah, I was quite fortunate in that game with the dice. I think I've had. I don't think there were many attacks I missed in that whole game.
No,
I think I hit with nearly everything.
Yeah, because you had.
Well, I had cleave on my boss, which was useful in a lot of situations.
And these are
no, I didn't have cleave on my boss. I had cleave on.
They mostly only roll
Angus Young.
They mostly only roll 1 defense dice.
Yeah, I think John says once they inspire, they can be.
They're quite
be tougher.
They're quite like the arena in that respect. If you could inspire them, they could be really difficult to kill.
Yeah, because once they inspire, you've got 4 swords 2 damage, 2 hammers 2 damage, range 2, 3 hammers 2 damage on your boss, and 3 hammers 1 damage on your crossbow man, which makes him pretty accurate, even though you can't, do a lot of damage on it. It's yeah. I think.
Yeah, because I tried. Did I try them with Edge of the Knife? And it was awful. Went really badly.
Yeah.
Because I had a knife. Oh, but I was into the gardeners.
Don't look at the score, David. You can
again,
see
it's on our Patreon again.
Yes, if you want to watch that, we've got.
And gardeners is like a hard counter to that. Edge of the Knife Annihilation combo.
Yeah, definitely not a good one to come up against. It gets worse as the game goes on. Knives are seeming more and more enticing. I'm still not particularly in love with them.
They were better. They say that was the best they performed, but it was against a subpar
warband, subpar deck. I think, to be honest.
Oh, thanks.
Well, just the Realmstone
Raiders. Yeah,
not the deck overall.
It might if I could have got some hit that middle round. If I could have got some hits off, it could have been a different story. But you just had such defensive. You're just defending everything.
Yeah, especially when you get a couple of defence rolls. So you're like, I'm 2 dodge with 2 defence. That's actually...
Yeah, well, that needs clarifying because I suspect they didn't intend that.
It's hard because, it just says the next time you make a save roll this battle round, you can immediately reroll 1 save dice. You can't reroll a rerolled dice, but if you get that come up again, nowhere does it say... this overwrites any other thing. No. So
Rob says the pairing he was looking for taking was C2C and BA. Yeah, I mean I think that's the obvious pairing.
I mean there's like 2 of the best decks.
Because BA they want all the accuracy they can get, and C2C. I mean the reason I took them with Edge of the Knife was purely because I'm fed up of doing everything with C2C. And I just thought, well, I'll try Edge of the Knife. Maybe you could do that thing that the Condemners can do with them. The Edge of the Knife deck, but they couldn't in the game.
Well, that was because you came up against Gardeners, which was a massive.
Improvised attack is money for the knives. Why is that?
It's only 1 attack,
but it doesn't count either.
It's ranged.
But also, it has to be in the melee step, I think.
Use immediately after a friendly fight successful attack. No.
Oh, okay. I know. I might be thinking of Realmstone Raiders. Sorry.
Yes. No good for Realmstone Raiders. Yeah. But I mean, it's not great for them. It's a 2 hammer attack.
What was the other one you had? That was quite good. You get a lot of damage with that. The ranged attack.
Well, I did 1 damage. 2. I killed a person because I pinged 2 damage. That was the held weapon.
Yeah, that was quite good.
As crit cleave.
Yeah, that's
I took that because I figured most of them don't have any range.
yeah, that's
So
quite
I
good.
wanted something.
Didn't you
to
end up
then-
putting it on the range fight?
I did. Purely because when uninspired, he's a bit dog shit, but with
Yeah,
that card,
it's
he's
better.
more accurate.
Yeah.
So it's used purely to inspire him. And in
Yeah.
fact, yes, I didn't use it the second time. I used his regular attack, which was better.
Yeah, I'm wondering now whether we need to swap them out of our new venture.
Well, yes. So talking of our new venture,
Oh, I see what I did there.
yeah, very nice. So we were talking a little while ago after just recording the review videos for the ladies and the Realmstone Raiders, and we were like, these are both dog shit. And I still stand by the fact that I don't think either of them are great, but maybe the girls are a little bit better than we thought. But we started thinking, and Slippy gave us the idea of maybe we should do a battle of the bads. So, because we've both been struggling to think of warbands and decks and things recently, I think it feels like all the really good stuff's already been thought up. So you're like, I don't want to do what everybody else has done.
I don't want to say that the lack of a faction deck has made the game a bit turgid, because I was going on saying I wouldn't make the game turgid, but I do feel like every game kind of feels the same. Well, I kind of feel like I have to play the same. If I want to have a chance to win games, I need to play a certain subset of warbands that I have played.
And I don't think that's necessarily because there aren't warband decks, but I think it's just because there are less decks out there. There's less options at the minute. Because back when in version 1 we had 50 warbands, and we had nearly 16. We nearly got to 16 rivals decks before they shit-canned it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of combinations to suddenly be able to play with. And even then,
he doesn't think that's unfair. That's very good of you.
And even then, you still saw a lot of the same combinations coming out of tournaments.
100%.
So I don't
just
think
feel
having
like
more options gave you more flexibility. It just meant that people took a little while long to find the winners.
I think the problem I have is, and this is what happened tonight, is that I quite enjoy playing the Gardeners, and I've enjoyed playing Borgits, but they're quite good.
Yeah.
And the Jaws as well. They're quite good. And I want to play some other things.
Yeah.
But they're not as good. And then you lose, and then it's not great.
Yeah.
Like today's like, well, I couldn't really do anything. It's like even though I fortunately scored supremacy because you didn't knock me off over there, so I was still in with a shout toward the end. From the middle of the second turn onwards, when I just couldn't hit, and I knew I wasn't going to hit.
You were screwed.
I just knew that I wasn't going to have a very fun afternoon or evening, and so. But I do really enjoy playing. Like when I play Borgits or Gardeners, the games are always good.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little bit fed up of always playing the same
Doing
thing.
the same stuff.
Especially as I suppose we've never done that. We've always played week in, week out. We've played different
stuff all the time.
And it's just feels a bit harder at the moment.
So because of that, because of what Slippy suggested, we decided to do a Battle of the Bands on our Patreon channel. So we have asked our Patreon supporters what their 8 worst war bands.
Yeah, Battle of the Bads.
Battle of the Bads, yes.
Yeah, I think you said bands.
Oh, okay,
Battle
yeah,
of the
bands.
Bads.
Bad bands. So we've put the knives in because we still think they're not great, but maybe they'll be the
they'll win.
winner for us. And here are the other ones that were suggested. So these are in order of popularity that we're going to present them, but they're the other ones that were the most popular of all the ones that were suggested. So we've got the Dread Pageant.
The Dread Pageant, and then the big man himself, Black Powder. He's so big he doesn't even fit on the new hexes.
We've got the Crimson Court.
And talking of courts, we've got the Loon Court here.
We've got the Skinnikin, which I think are factually the worst in all of the stats in all of the warbands. I think they are, or they were at one point the worst.
And then we've also got Hexbane, who has had a mighty fall from grace.
Yes.
From having been one of the most disgustingly powerful warbands.
With
all sorts of synergy. Has now got nobody wants to play him.
And of course,
oh yes,
the Brethren of the Bolts.
I've got them. I'm not playing them again.
As aptly demonstrated, they are not one of the best. So we are going to pick 4 of these warbands each.
Ooh, zoom in.
Zoom. And then
oh, we did a blocked hex now.
So we are going to pick 4 of these each, and when we build the decks for them, now there are 8 decks, we are only going to be using each deck once.
Which means some poor bastard's got to play one of these warbands with Realmstone Raiders. Or I say one of us.
Both of us.
Yeah.
And also, as another limitation, not only can we not use the same deck more than once in our 4 warbands,
We have to play with our eyes shut.
no, we have to play.
Look at those
We
paint jobs.
can only use one deck from the core box, because the 4 core box decks are all very good. So you can't have 2 of them in one, 2 of them with the other. It's got to be one and then one of the later released ones. So with those requirements in place, I think we need to roll off first to see who gets to pick first. We do an old school
Old school roll off.
Old school roll off. 1 crit, 1 sword, 2 hammers.
So what's that? That's 1 crit, isn't it?
Yes, if it's old school, it's 1 crit. Oh, but you get the double, so you win. So
I can pick first. So I pick 1, you pick 2. Is that how it's going to work?
That's how we'll do it. Good old fashioned method.
I'll pick Hex or Hexbane.
Hex or Hooks. Right, so I've got to pick 2.
So it's got to pick the Crimson Court and something else.
I'm going to pick Skinnerkin.
I thought you played Skinnerkin. I should have predicted. I should have written down what I thought you'd pick.
And yeah, Dread Pageant on Knives to the Wind, says Rob. Maybe. I have not played most of these warbands, so I'm going to go with Dread Pageant.
There's a leg. There's a leg.
So now you pick 2.
There's a leg. So I get pick 2.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Do you pick 1 and I pick 2?
Yeah. I think I'll pick the big man.
Oh, big lad.
And having seen them tonight, I'm going to play the knives.
Yeah, okay. So then I pick 1. Is that right?
No, you pick 2.
Do I pick 2? Okay. I will pick
No!
the Crimson Court.
No, not the Loon Court. No, don't pick away that.
And I'm gonna go with the Zap lads.
Okay, wow.
And let you have the Loon Court because they did my head in.
I'll go with the Loon Court.
So here are the 4 warbands.
Bath, Black Powder, might just wreck face. So all of these games will be on our Patreon.
Yep.
And selected games will probably make it to YouTube.
Depending on how good we get it.
yeah. But all of the games will be on Patreon for review.
Yeah,
So we're going to play like a. We're going to draw for. We're just going to turn up, and then we're going to play like a final to see who's the worst.
Yes. So we're going to do. So it's going to be.
The worst.
We're going to do.
So
there'll be two games on either side, obviously to start with.
Yep.
And then there'll be a semi-final.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a final. And I think if we get time and we don't get distracted, then we should also, the losers should play each other to see who is the worst and who is the worst best.
The best worst.
The best worst and the worst worst.
The worst worst. And then we could do like the next tier, and then we could have like a relegation table, and then Gateswatch will release another game, and then that'll be it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is all predicated on the fact that they don't release something else that takes our attention away. But having said that, they have just released the 2 warbands, the warband and the Rivals deck, that we've got very little interest in, and that's pretty much what encouraged us to do this, because we were like, well, what are we going to play now? What are we going to do? We don't know.
Well, also these have just come out. We have almost no, and I suppose they're included as well because she is in the
she's in
the mix.
And we both got to use the Realmstone mates at some point. We will randomly draw all the warbands. I'm not sure how we could do that right now, live, to do the pairings. Roll a dice, crit, sword, hammer, assist.
We've got different colour dice.
Why would a different colour matter?
I don't know, I was just wondering if we could do some sort of... Like you do when you do the pairings for the club night. If we had 4 different... If we had 8...
Oh, it's me versus you.
4 different pairs.
Yes, I see what you mean.
You could do it that way.
Let me do that. Let's do that.
I've got four different colours here.
Oh, well, there we go.
I think.
Let's do that.
Yeah, this.
So what we're going to do is we're going to draw. We've got 2 grey ones, 2 orange ones, 2 black ones, and 2 white ones. So we've each got to pick one of these. I need something we can't see to pick it from. We can put them on the screen and just don't look at the screen.
All right, I don't know what's going on, but okay.
So I've put them there. Sorry. Don't look at the screen.
Sorry, yeah.
I'm going to hide
that screen.
I'm going to hide. That.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So,
but go on now. What do we do now?
I'm working with a demented monkey. Right.
So we're going to pick one and put it with there. Put it like that. Okay.
Yes. So first one.
All right.
So you're doing Haxel and I'm doing.
Hang on a minute. What if we get the same colour? Oh no, sorry, that's fine.
We'll play that when we get there.
So
I've got a white one.
Okay.
So if you draw a grey one, put it back and pick something else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a black one. I can't
get an orange one now.
Got to move things around. I drew an orange one. Yeah. What are the chances? Probably quite boring. The next one Robin picks is
White one.
a white one. So it's going to be Looncourt versus Skinnikin. I think Skinnikin is screwed. I've got an orange one. I've got to pick again. Let me pick one and then I will put the orange one back. A black one.
Oh,
so
knives.
it's knives.
Knives versus teeth.
Teeth and knives.
Tooth and claw. Oh no, that's something else.
Wait a minute. Everybody's gone there like we don't care what these fucking idiots are doing. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
What do you
A
like?
grey one.
It has to be an orange one, doesn't it?
So that, yeah, okay, the other one and the other one.
So we've got Dread Pageant versus Black Powder, and we've got Pay to Feed versus Sixpence.
An order off.
An order off, not phenomenal. So I need to take a picture of that because I will forget it otherwise.
Yeah.
So that is our match-up. So we're going to go away. Oh, you know what? We shouldn't have picked.
Why?
Because now when we're designing our decks, we might go up against Hexbane. So we might have to do all that again. We might have to redraw once we made our decks.
I see, okay.
That was fun. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
That's a preview of what we'll do to pick our match-ups later.
There's a dry
It's going to be...
That was fun, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that.
I did enjoy that. That was actually quite fun.
That's the best part of the evening, that was.
So, but you get the idea. We're gonna randomly assign these 4 warbands after we've built the decks, so that we don't have any unconscious bias, and then we're gonna play them. They'll be on Patreon. Some of them might be on
I've
YouTube.
worked out what the things I'm going to change today.
If you are interested in looking at our Patreon to see these matches, you do get a discount on any tournaments we run. You also get access to our Discord where we chat about Underworlds, but also all manner of hobbying and general day-to-day stuffage. And obviously you're going to get access to the videos we record here, the videos we recorded for our tester games before, and pretty much
4 games or 3 games.
There were 4 games.
4 games, yeah.
Plus all the training games, testing games we did and stuff before, and most battle reports we do in the future will probably go on Patreon. So for just £2 a month, you might get access to some good entertainment. I think it's worth it for the Discord alone.
It is definitely worth it for the Discord alone.
It helps that I'm not paying.
Yes. But you are the most spoken person on there.
I am.
By some margin.
Top rank. It's because I've got nothing to do all day when I'm at work. I mean, apart from working very hard and diligently.
Hello, Pete's boss who always watches the live
Please don't
streams.
fire me. Right. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I don't know if anybody's got any more questions before we call it a night there.
Yeah,
So it's 10:15. I'm ready for my belly button.
the knives played rather better than I anticipated.
I think they did. And I think that to get the...
I don't like the idea that you'll put decks together to combat the other one when Robin lost his car for 5 minutes. Yeah, that's true.
There is that.
Yeah.
But I'm paranoid. I always used to hate it when we used to play games before and we knew who the other person
There were
was
certain
taking.
cards which were just useless.
Yeah. She's like, oh, do I take
Yeah.
this? No, I'm not going to take... It wasn't quite as bad as Annihilation, but there were cards you were just like, no, I know he's taking Grimwatch, so I'm not going to bother trying to hold the Supremacy or something like
Well, there's
that.
a card in here in the Realmstone Raiders which is something like you have to. I can't remember what it is, but it's to do with drawing the cards.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if I knew I played fighting goblins or Sepulchral Guard, I just wouldn't take it because you have to draw. Well, I think you have to draw two cards off the same attack.
If you knew you were drawing up against goblins, you would at least take the
domain.
The domain card.
I took the domain.
Anybody
and
else,
it didn't do me any good.
Yeah, I think against most people, I wouldn't bother
It
taking
was
the
more
domain.
of a domain.
Hey. Yeah, I think that the domain card is something I don't think I'd take most of the time unless I knew I was going to be up against Zarbags. I guess if you're in a tournament, you're pretty sure you're going to be up against some kind of Hordy warband, so maybe it is anyway. Hordy.
Yeah, so do let us know. If you want to, in the comments, you can always let us know what you think, which deck pairings would be good to go with.
Yeah.
We won't necessarily take them, but I would be interested to know. I don't really know how to break it down. I'm interested by Slippy's idea of doing Black Powder with RF and BA.
Yes, because you can put Blazing Assault and Raging Fury.
Somebody's got to have BA, but then the ladies probably quite like BA too. So
I think the ladies have got to have BA, so maybe the ladies want BA and RF.
yeah, I actually need to look at Black Powder because I just haven't.
He's got a lot of wounds. He's got like 8 wounds,
Yeah.
but the 4 other little groblins and stuff he's got with him. They're all like 2 wounds.
Right.
And they're dog shit on their defences as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
They're like
so
1 dodge, maybe to 2.
I haven't looked at that. I'm not very good with those sorts of rolls. I'm much better than the ones that are really accurate and have really good defence.
Weird.
Yeah. And if
So-
they're easy objectives as well, that's much better.
I feel most confident with the
You've played those a few times, haven't you?
With
And I
the
think they're quite
vampires,
good. I think
Crimson
they're,
Court.
although they've come out as bad, I think they're quite good. The Vampire Court, whatever they're called.
Rob says he thinks we should randomise the decks as well for fun. Hey, you say fun? Would that be fun?
I suppose. Well, I don't know.
Maybe we'll put it to the patrons. We'll ask the patrons.
Yeah.
So we'll put a comment out. So I believe you're a patron, Rob. So do.
Which is you could
give us your
randomly assign the good 4 and then randomly assign the shite 4.
Yes, I think you could assign the 4 core boxes.
Wreck and ruin. You can't. So you can't actually say you get wreck and ruin and
That's a good point.
Realmstone together, but you can't because you've got the 4.
Yes,
But
yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to play with wreck and ruin.
And someone's got to play with Edge and Knife.
Yeah.
And someone's got to play with Realmstone Raiders. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's what we'll be doing. Hopefully, if that entices you in, we will be posting about on Facebook and stuff, and you'll be able to see it all over on Patreon.
Yes.
Thank you to all of you for joining us this evening. Hope you enjoyed that game, and it gave you a bit more of an insight into the Realmstone Raiders.
It gave me a more of an insight into the knives.
Yeah, they.
After I keep saying it, but again, I had very low expectations of them. I did actually talk to Critical Focus Channel behind the scenes, and he said, "Oh no, they can be good. They can be hard to kill." And I was like, "What?" But no, they were tonight.
I think they can if the dice go your way.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the
yeah.
thing. I guess you've just got to load up on those dice and
hope
for the best.
and pray.
Yeah.
Let's sit up straight. Sit up straight, boy. Right. So thank you all for joining us. We shall see you soon in the underworlds.
Bye.
Bye.